Hey, how you doing today, Dorothy and Robert?
Uh,
My name's Kiara, and I'll be your therapist today. Just so you know, I'm a cognitive behavioral therapist, as well as I also practice Bowen theory as well. So I'll be practicing some of that today in our session. Um, and in case you're wondering what these notepads are doing here, I basically put those here so when you guys are both explaining how you feel about certain situations, to avoid any interruptions, you can just jot down how you feel about that, and then we can revisit it after the other person is finished talking.
Okay.
So just to begin our session, I just wanted to take the time to go over confidentiality. I wanted both you guys to know that you can both speak freely here and that whatever you say here will not be repeated. I am bound by certain codes and ethics to not repeat what you guys say, so I just want you to feel comfortable to speak freely. All right. So what brings you here today?
So, I have custody of two of my grandkids.
Okay.
Their mother is strung out on drugs. She was taking care of them, so I thought. But DCF had been called out to the house multiple times, and I was unaware of it. So this last time, they said that they would take the kids and put them in the foster care if someone wouldn't step up and take them. Their fathers is deadbeats, so, and there's no one else. So I had to step up and take them. I'm 65 years old. I have 5 kids. And only 2 of them are doing well.
Okay.
The other 3, they seem to struggle a bit, and I just feel like it's all my fault. My 2 daughters, one daughter I have, she is in and out of bad relationships. She's had 2 different kids with 2 different men.
Okay.
Which is typically it's not a problem, but I just didn't envision this for my daughter. She's just really struggling as a single parent. And my other daughter, which I have the custody of the kids, temporary custody, she is the one that's on drugs.
Okay.
My son here, Robert, I love him dearly, but somewhere along the way, he's lost his way. He's been in and out of jail. He's having a hard time at life, work. He's been unable to find jobs, so he's working under the table here and there jobs, and he lives at home with me. Now, I will say he is a huge help with the kids, but I know that's not what he wants for his life. And lately, I'm starting to feel like I'm the problem. Like, I've caused this for my kids. Like, I thought I was doing the right thing. Their dad passed away at a young age, and I was forced to take care of them on my own. You know, I wasn't there always because I had to work.
Okay. So what I'm hearing from you is you do feel like you're the blame. You feel like you're responsible for what you feel are the mistakes that your children have made throughout their life. So you automatically assume that you know that you're responsible for that. I just wanted to also say, usually what that's called is automatic thoughts. When we automatically think a thought, and it could be, most of the time it's negative, and we assume, how other people are perceiving us. You may think one way, and then someone sees you in a completely different light. Robert, what do you think about what your mom just said about her being to blame for what's going on with you and your siblings?
Well, honestly, I don't think that she shouldn't blame herself. You know, that's me and my sisters, you know, that was our actions. You know, we chose to do what we do. And, you know, and she shouldn't have to blame herself for that. And honestly, yeah, she has been here for us. And, you know, she has been, and I have been working, you know, like unpaid jobs, trying to help her out with the kids, but, you know, but he just down and struggling.
Okay.
I just feel that him and my 2 daughters, they're the youngest, and the older ones turned out better well, I don't want to say better, but their life seems to be going better for them is because I was home with them.
Mm-hmm.
And after my husband passed away, I had to work.
Okay.
And so I feel like I didn't give the younger ones the type of attention that they needed. Because I was just trying to work to provide that I kind of fell through the cracks on the other side. You know what I mean, of things?
Okay, so you're saying you feel like they were left to, make more of their own decisions than they may have made.
Correct.
Because you were working.
Correct.
Okay, and I can understand that. And I also wanted to say, for some of those thoughts, those automatic thoughts, basically there's a process where you can try to change those thoughts. And basically what you can do is like a little table. I have it right here,
mm-hmm.
where you record your negative thoughts. So like if you have a thought that you felt like you were a bad parent or responsible for the mistakes, that most of the time that is called catastrophizing. When you have negative thoughts like that, and then you can replace it with a positive thought and saying, I'm not responsible for their mistakes, or I'm not a bad mom, because they're adults and they're free to make their own choices and decisions. So you can use this process as well as trying to change some automatic thoughts. And Robert, you as well, if you feel like you have any negative automatic thoughts as well. Is there anything else you feel like you want to share about what's going on?
Besides, me, still looking for a job, which is hard because, my record, But other than that.
Well, how do you, what do you think about, the kids living in the household with you guys, or your sister, using drugs, and your mom and you being responsible for taking care of those children, especially after your mom, she's, about 65 years old. How do you feel about that?
Well, honestly, I feel like, that, since we are, that I am the brother, and, that's, her grandkids, we should, step in, just in case if something happens. But at the same time, I feel like my sisters, they could have, made better decisions. So that way it'll take the weight off from her. But she instead, raising all these kids when she, should, be relaxed.
Okay. And Robert, why do you feel you made some of the choices you made, with the, getting arrested, going to jail? Why do you feel like you made some of those?
Well, I feel like, I was, influenced, hanging around with bad crowds, and I thought, the people I hang out with, they was my family, and they kind of were, they always looked out after me, and I just, usually, follow them, get into certain stuff, or, what they used to do, and nobody never, kind of taught me that, that was kind of wrong.
Okay. And what do you believe made you turn to the wrong crowd? Do you believe your father passing at a young age has anything to do with it? Your mom did state that.
Yes. Yes, I've always been trying to look for a father figure. And, I've always had my brother, but, he got, stuff going on for his own self. So I was just kind of, by myself, like a Lone Ranger.
Okay, that's understandable. I was just asking you a few questions. I know you probably were wondering why I'm asking so many questions. It's just process questions, just trying to get to know you a little bit better and how you feel about the situation. Okay. Miss Dorothy, is there anything you feel like you need to add?
Add about exactly what?
About the situation. Anything you feel like you need to share for this session, or you want to say to next session?
You know, I think I need to save it. This just seems like this is very overwhelming to me. This is my first counseling session, and it's just I have so much to process. I feel like this is a good stopping point.
Okay. So what I give you guys to complete, you can also take these home and use these as journaling, and you can write down how you feel about certain situations, and we can revisit it in the next session.
Okay.
Since you guys have nothing else to share, that concludes our session, and we'll pick this up where we left off for the next session. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.